Okay, I've come on here to just yap, and it's about a very specific kind of. I hope you didn't hear that. It's about a very specific topic, and I don't know if people can relate to this because I know that my friends don't. You know how people grew up obviously watching shows, blah blah blah, and they grow up and they're like, yeah, I watched My Little Pony, yeah, I watched Ninjago, whatever, you know, and it's always those obviously animated shows, whatever. I watched them when I was young. I watched them, but I didn't watch them. So somebody would be like, "Oh yeah, I love My Little Pony. Like my favorite character is Pinkie Pie." I'm like, "Who's Pinkie Pie?" You know, I watched maybe like one episode out of 1,000, and I never really liked My Little Pony. And also, I didn't grow up watching anime because my excuse for not watching anime growing up is I felt too girly when I was young to watch it, so it just didn't really interest me. But then, okay, I didn't watch anime because it's too m- too not girly. So does that imply that I watched My Little Pony? But no, I didn't. So what did I watch growing up? So it's like, what were my interests when I was young? You know, I don't know. It's really weird, guys. Um, I could not name you a single show that I watched growing up that I could talk to you about. Cause I don't know. Like I seriously don't know. I'd watch some things here and there, some episodes randomly. It's like I don't know the characters. It's like I don't know. And it's like what's sad now is that I can't talk about my interests when I was young with people because it's like I had no interests when I was young, and I don't know if it's because my parents kept me too busy to watch TV and explore actually my interests on my own, or it's just because that I just could not care less. I don't know. It's kind of sad. Um, and it's especially because I'm an immigrant. Only came to Canada at 11, so I can't really already less things to relate to. But it's like I can't even relate to people that grew up in back home. You know, okay, I remember really liking there's this show on Cartoon Network. It's called Clarence. I don't know if you guys know it. I know I used to watch it. Could I name you any character? Clarence. That's it. Like the block the square-headed guy. And it's like I also mix up a lot of characters from shows. It's like kind of weird. So, you know, now I hang out a lot with people that nerds, let's say, just people that really like anime, people that really like whatever, whatever. And it's especially with anime. I did not watch anime growing up at all. I don't know. It's because I felt obviously the girly whatever thing, or also I did not watch the girly animes like Sailor Moon or whatever it's called. Did not interest me in the slightest. And I think maybe that the reason is because I felt too old and I did not want to watch any old stuff that were just shows that looked old. Like maybe I was more into Disney movies or shows because I know I watched those, but I again could not tell you what I watched, you know? So it's really weird. And yeah, so now that I hang out with people that actually had interests growing up, I want to have those interests. So, for example, guys, I watched My Hero Academia just now. I'm still watching it in the Big 26, you know? Um, Obviously during 2020, 2021, a lot of people, that's when they started with that stuff. I found it too cringe. I couldn't because of the fandoms, and I just didn't really care for anime. I was more into Netflix shows. Okay, whoa, this is cold. I was more into Netflix shows, um, stuff like that. And also, I did not really have any friends that. Whoa, I did not have friends at all because I had just moved from another province, so I didn't really have any set friends. I don't know. I don't know if y'all know what I mean. So no one to influence me to watch anime. And then in 2022, my friend forced me to watch Demon Slayer, and I was like, oh shit, this is pretty good. But then that's it. It ended there. Did not continue with anime really. So yeah, now I'm watching it, and now I'm discovering, and I feel like I'm behind on so much interest wise, like anime wise, and it's like, okay, I shouldn't feel behind on anime, but it's like I do feel behind on anime. So it's like, or games, guys, guys. When you are in a friend group, in a mixed friend group, and obviously the guys are like playing their games, whatever, but also when the girls used to play those games, you're like, oh, okay, shit, who am I? You know what I mean? Like, I was in a big mixed friend group, and people would talk about like GTA or like Fortnite or whatever, and they'd be like, yeah, let hop on Fortnite, and I'd be like, oh, so it's like I know all the terms. I know like freaking Tomato Town, or like I know the terms because I hung out with those people, but I don't know anything about it, and it's like I'm not gonna start playing Fortnite in 2026. I'm just gonna feel even worse about myself. So it's like it's such a weird concept, and I hope people can relate. But yeah. So I'm watching anime now. There's also, I feel like a lot of people are just have been calling me LARPs. Well, a lot of people have been calling me a LARP for that, and I'm like, what do you want me to do? Like, I'm trying here. It's like the other day I was just sitting, and my friend was like, "Oh, Sarah, why are you suddenly watching anime?" You know, like I don't know, I don't know. Like now I feel like I'm doing too much. You know, so yeah, guys, it's the same thing with music. Holy freaking music. Um, I genuinely love music. I want to be a singer. I don't know where to start. I don't know how to play any instrument because when I was young, again, I decided to stop my piano classes and my singing classes. I decided I didn't like it. Why do I like it now? Like, now I'm like 18, wanna write songs and whatever, but I don't know how to play any instrument. And my voice, apparently it's good, but it's like to me, I don't know if it's actually good. I don't know if people tell me my voice is good just to be nice. I had a singing teacher last semester. She said I'm pretty good. It's like, is it actually good? Is it good enough to like join a band or to like make my own songs? It's like, how do I even get started on that? You know what I mean? Like, holy. So kind of feels. Guys, also, oh my god, Disney Channel. I did not watch iCarly. I did not watch Cat and Sam and Cat or whatever it's called. I didn't watch those. And when I say that, people are like, "What? No way!" I'm like, I knew they existed. I could have watched them. I didn't. Like, you know. I also was not on Vine in 2017. You know how I watched Vine or Vines or whatever? I'd watch them from YouTube. Like, I genuinely watch them from YouTube. Or like Free Fire, because I grew up in an Arab country, so Free Fire, big thing. I'd see people playing Free Fire and be like, not interesting. What were my interests? Genuinely. I just realized I'm not done talking. So, yeah, another thing is the whole, like, online stuff, like the trends of 2020, 2021. You know, what was going on there. Dream SMP. I did not even know it existed until I had friends that actually used to be in the fandom. I didn't even like K-pop. K-pop, I used to be like, because I'd see my friends being so obsessed over these people, and I'd be like, what the hell? Did not really like. Um. Oh, there was something else. Yeah, like, guys, Minecraft. All of that good stuff. Like, all the streamers, I could not tell you. I could not tell you anything about it because I did not know it. It's like, it's these friends that, like, kind of like made me know them, through just like talking about their experiences. So it's just like, you know, I might have been the most boring child ever, cause like, so yeah, I don't know. It's a very weird like phenomenon of like, because of how I was when I was young, I can't really relate to people on so many things when it comes to interests. Um, like last year when I was in my big friend group, they'd always go to like EB Games or like GameStop or whatever, and I'd follow because hey, I'm with a group. I'm not gonna. And everybody had their thing. Everybody was like interested in something, and I'd be just like, Pokemon, guys. I did not really collect Pokemons. I did not care for it. It's like a boy thing. I did not. God, it's like so bad. It's like they'd go to those stores looking for Pokemon cards. They'd be like, oh yeah, this Pokemon, no, no, no. And I'd be like, oh, okay. I'd be just there. But yeah, so because I hung out with those people, now I know so much about it. But it's still not enough. It's like I know specific things that you wouldn't know if you haven't watched it, but I just know it because I've heard people talk about it. So I I don't even know what to say. Yeah, that's it. I just really want to understand what's the phenomenon. Why is it the way it is? So yeah, thank you for listening to my rambling and ranting about whatever the frick this is.